Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining me today. If you could just start with introducing yourself, a little bit about you, your background.
Yeah, my name's Carol. I live in Perth, Western Australia. I am an accountant and have been for the past 30 odd years, specialising in a particular sector in the public practice accounting field. Um, Originally from New Zealand, but I've lived more of my life in Western Australia than I did New Zealand. So yeah, so still a bit of a home base, New Zealand, a lot of family there, but yeah, I love living in Perth. It's just a great place.
It is, and as you know, I'm from Perth as well, and it's just a beautiful place in the world. So tell me, have you traded futures before, or have you traded before you came to IDTA?
No, no, I have heard about it and I have reported through accounting for clients with futures, but myself, no, never ever looked at it,
Okay,
ever.
so what got you interested in trading futures?
Really lucky. I was part of another group and there was a talk given at the group by Kelly and Ingler, which is one owner of IDTA, and they're actually promoting, females in the industry and how successful they can be. And I just thought, well, this really actually sounds quite different and an opportunity to actually, I suppose, have my own business and work for myself and no longer have to deal with the employee side of things with a business. So yeah, it just arrived when I needed and was looking for some other diversification out of my current job.
And what were your first impressions?
Well, from hearing Engler and Kelly speaking, like it was just it sold me. Like they were just so passionate about the business and the journey through trading. And yeah, I just signed up to IDTA and away we went.
Amazing. Has anything surprised you in your trading journey? Could be anything from coaching, any aha moments. What do you want some of your biggest lessons that you've learned from your trading journey so far?
It's a very solitary journey, unless you find a community that you can be part of. And that's actually one of the biggest things that sold me on IDTA after my first initial training, which was over a weekend. It was a 2-day intensive weekend. And just the amount of effort and time that the presenters, the coaches, and everyone involved, even the IT support staff, helping me with my constant software problems, and getting me around and working all that out. That they were just dedicated to helping everybody and everyone that was learning, and it was just it was just wonderful because you weren't left out on a limb to try and sort it out yourself. It's like, got a problem? Here's an email address, and within 24 hours you've got the answer and you're up and running. So it was the only thing that holds you back, I think, from trading with IDTA is yourself, because the support and the training's there. It's your willingness to sort of immerse yourself in it and take it on and run with it.
Mhm. And about your trading itself, has it changed over time? Education's been tweaked over time as well, as we've seen better and easier ways to trade. Do you find that your strategy and your edge has changed and for the better over time?
Yeah, I floundered a fair bit at the beginning. I tried to shortcut. I did the training, but then I would try and just jump into shortcut. But realistically, said just going through the process of doing your back testing and everything it was very, very important. Um, the training itself from when I first did it, and I didn't do it that long ago, 2 years ago, it has changed a huge amount over the last 12 months to the point that it's now so much easier to pick up a trading plan work it out for yourself and do it. You can do it so much quicker now because there's a lot of theoretical learning that was there that got quite complicated, and now it's so much simpler. So simple.
And how would you say that your view on risk management has changed over time?
It's flipped. It's flipped right around, from really concentrating on the dollar amount and trying to work out, how much am I risking here, to click on an indicator, drag it across, click. Oh, yeah, I can fit that in my risk profile, bang, done. That's so simple.
Yeah. So not so much focused on loss aversion. We've done a bit of coaching together over time, haven't we? So I do know your story. There was a lot of trying to avoid a loss at one point, and I would say that's completely different these days, right? Because you're not too concerned about it because you've got such strong risk to reward, and your focus is on risk profile too. So it
Yeah.
makes it easier.
Yeah, so taking a loss now at 0.5% or 1%, it's nothing because you will get that back quite easily. And also now reporting my ROI, not the dollar figure. So, if the account is $10,000 and I've made a 1% return, I've made a 1% return, not I've made $100 return. So percentages as an accountant, they just mean so much more to me than dollar figures, and to take that out of the equation just makes it so much easier.
So would you say that you're trading more confidently and more relaxed these days?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't get heart racing or pounding or anything like that. I just sit back, put the trade on, and then go, yep, okay, I can go off and make a cup of tea, and if I come back and it hasn't paid and I've lost, it's a training. It's a learning curve. I go, why didn't that trade go to plan? And I hear Danny's voice go, I would take that trade any day of the week. And I look at it and go, I would take that trade any day of the week. So it's just like, it was in my plan and I took it and it didn't go to plan. That's fine. If I took it
Nothing
and
personal, Carol. Nothing personal. Market does what it does, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Love
Yeah.
that.
I can't control it. It does weird things sometimes. I will still manage my trades and go, it's really stalling at that 2,200. I'm cutting out of this trade, and that's what I do. But that's the choice I make because I can see a market's not doing what I want it to do as quickly as I want it to do. And I go, right, I'm out.
It's been so inspiring to see you evolve and mature as a trader. Your journey's been quite amazing. And would you say that you're spending less time in the charts these days, working smarter, not harder, not needing to trade for hours and hours? Would you say that your time in your trading sessions are reduced as well?
Um, Probably not so much just at the moment, because just at the moment I'm doing more testing throughout a
Oh,
day. So my primary time of the trade is the Asia Open and just before it, and usually half an hour or so after it. But I'm actually dragging that time out a little bit at the moment because of the market being a little bit volatile at times. And do like to, when I'm testing, I actually like a non-volatile market. It's back to front, I know, but it is testing.
no, I understand that. Yeah.
So I kind of like to put a trade on going, and I just like to let it run for quite a while to see how the markets react in the area. But yeah, I don't have my charts open from 7 o'clock in the morning now till 6 o'clock at night, or if they are open, I'm not at my desk anyway. So yeah, less time and less trades as well. I take a lot less trades now.
Yeah.
I don't need to take 20 trades because I have to write them up in the journal. I
Oh,
take
it's too
40.
hard to try and track 20 trades, right? So just to be clear, you've got a very solid edge. You know exactly when you're getting in, when you're getting out, but you're also testing another strategy in addition to this one, which is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
fantastic. So if you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself before joining IDTA?
What would I tell myself? Follow the process. Um, I don't know better than the market. Probably I would stay in sim a little bit longer. Even though I was in sim for a little while, I went into live probably a little bit too soon. And the other thing that's been a really big thing for me is we started on NQ contracts, and I was adamant I would never go back to MNQ because there's just no money in MNQ. I can't make money on, I can't make $20 and, $3 of it's gone through the commissions, through the broker or the commission fee. I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, it took me a while, but I went back to MNQ and I'm still on MNQ and it's easier.
Profitable, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also because you're not just going for 10 or 20 ticks, Carol. You're getting much larger targets these days, which does help. So that's awesome. So finally, what would you say to anyone that's on the fence who would like to join IDTA?
IDTA is a great community for the trader. It's also a very, very good community for learning and learning your trade. So I also have done learning through other platforms after IDTA. The community's not there, but that's okay with those other platforms because I have my community with IDTA. It is a bit of a solitary journey, and it's a constantly learning and evolving journey as well. Just because you've learned something 2 years ago, it may not be as relevant a year later. And with the updated indicators that have come through IDTA, with the updated learnings, having that community to bring you through that process, just invaluable. Yeah, invaluable.
Awesome. So it's safe to say that you would recommend IDTA to other people?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If you want to learn how to trade futures, definitely IDTA would be my number one. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Carol, and I wish you all the best in your trading and in life. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Danny. Bye.